Trapped deep in the wilderness, his only route to safety was a narrow trail winding through the trees. But just as he reached it, a massive grizzly bear stepped into view, towering, silent, and unmovable. What followed was a heart-pounding standoff, where one wrong move could mean the end. He saw the bear just 10 feet away, dark eyes locked onto his, and in that instant, he knew he was in trouble. He had worked in these woods for years, knew every trail, every bend in the river, every tree that looked like the last. Wildlife was nothing new. Deer, foxes, even the occasional wolf, he knew how to handle them. But a full-grown grizzly standing between him and his only escape. That was a different story. The day had started like any other. Spring was finally settling in, the last cold nights fading. He'd set out to check the trails, making sure the recent storm hadn't brought down trees. The air had smelled of wet earth and new growth. Birds chirped. The wind stirred gently through the branches, peaceful. Then everything went still. No birds. No breeze. Just silence. His gut tightened. Something was off. He turned, and there it was. A massive grizzly standing between the trees, watching him. Its fur was damp and matted from morning dew, its claws digging lightly into the soil as it shifted its weight. He froze. His instinct screamed to run, but he knew better. Run and you die. A grizzly could outrun a horse. So he stayed still, mind racing. The bear took a step forward, not a charge, yet, but a heavy, deliberate move. He tried to make himself look bigger, arms slightly out, posture tall. Bear spray was clipped to his belt, but reaching for it now would be suicide. One wrong move, and it was over. Easy, big guy, he murmured, voice low and calm. The bear didn't care another step. He could see the dried mud on its snout, scars along its shoulder. This was no passive wanderer. This was a fighter, a survivor. And now it had decided he was in the way. Its heart thundered in his chest. He had only seconds to choose, and whatever he did had to be right. He eased one step backward, eyes still locked on the bear. His breath came shallow, fingers twitching toward the bear spray. Move too fast, and it would lunge. Turn his back, and he was finished. Another slow step. The bear huffed, chest rising like a bellows. It wasn't bluffing, it was weighing him, deciding. His fingers finally found the canister, cold and slick with dew. One smooth motion, just unclip, aim, and spray. He pulled the trigger. A sharp hiss, and then the wind shifted. The mist blew straight back into his face. His throat caught fire. His eyes burned. He staggered, coughing, half blind. And then he heard it, that deep, growling rumble. The bear was moving. Before he could brace, something huge slammed into him. It felt like a truck. His body lifted, spun, and crashed hard to the forest floor. Pain shot through his ribs and back. The world tilted. His arms screamed in protest. He didn't know if it was broken or just bruised to hell. Through blurred vision, he saw the bear looming close, breathing hard, not enraged, not rabid, just watching. It hadn't finished him. Not yet. He didn't move, didn't breathe. He knew what to do. Sometimes if a grizzly believed the threat was gone, it walked away. So he played dead. The bear sniffed him. Its breath was hot, rank, and close. It nudged his shoulder, pressed against his ribs. He stayed limp, heart hammering so loud it felt deafening. Then a rough shove flipped him halfway over. He bit down a groan, praying he hadn't just signed his death sentence. The bear growled deep and slow, a sound that vibrated through the ground. It wasn't rage, it was a test. Then something shifted. The growl faded. Its breathing calmed. It took a step back, then another. He risked a sliver of vision. The bear was turning away. And then, just like that, it was gone. Only once the sound of its heavy footfalls vanished into the trees did he exhale. His whole body screamed with pain, but he didn't move. Not yet. He waited, Minutes ticking by until the birds began to sing again. The forest stirred. Life returned. That was his signal. He shifted. Slowly, carefully, no reaction. He had to move. Lying there meant death, whether from blood loss, cold, or a return visit. He rolled onto the side and began to crawl, each motion agony, yard by yard. Then, a sound, not heavy like before, but close. Too close. He froze. Was it back? No. A smaller shape appeared, shuffling through the trees. Wobbling, clumsy, a cub. His breath caught. It was young, too young. Its fur was damp and tangled. One paw twisted unnaturally. It was injured. Alone. And then it clicked. The bear hadn't attacked out of instinct. She'd been protecting her wounded cub. The tiny creature whimpered, a soft, painful cry that tore at something inside him. The cub stumbled forward, collapsed. Tried again. Failed? His heart clenched. She hadn't been a predator. She'd been a mother. And somehow, when she saw him broken and lying in the dirt, she had chosen to walk away. Every instinct told him to leave. But the cub whimpered again, and he couldn't look away. He moved forward inch by inch. "Easy, little one," he murmured. "I'm not gonna hurt you." The cub didn't trust him, but it was too weak to run. He slid his hands beneath its trembling body and lifted it gently. It cried out in pain, but he held on, whispering apologies. Every second felt like a gamble. If she came back and found him with her cub, he was finished. But he couldn't walk away. He carried the cub toward a hollowed-out log, set it down gently. "Just for a second," he whispered. Then, a sharp crack behind him. She had returned. He turned slowly to face her. She was towering, silent, her powerful frame only feet away. Her eyes locked onto his. He lifted his hands, palms open. "I wasn't hurting him," he said softly. "Just trying to help." She didn't growl, didn't rush him. Instead, she moved past him, deliberate, unshaken, and lowered her head to the injured cub. With a gentle nudge of her snout, she coaxed a soft cry from it as it nestled against her. And just like that, the tension broke. She had made her choice. She glanced back at him, those deep brown eyes filled with something he couldn't quite define. Not anger, not forgiveness. Something balanced between the two. He retreated slowly, step by cautious step, never turning his back. She kept her gaze on him the whole way, but she didn't move, didn't follow. Instead, she turned and lowered her head to her cub. And he knew he would carry that moment with him forever. Not because she spared his life, but because in the heart of the wild, where instinct reigned supreme, a mother bear had looked at him and seen more than danger. Maybe, just maybe, she had seen a reflection of her own fight to protect what mattered most. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this story. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.